This is Solsei.
Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi, and this is Corporate Chronicles, brought to you in partnership with our good friends Solsei Co. Now, you all know we're filming at Melanated Queen Productions. Shout out to Dr. Lauren. Tonight we have a very exciting show, and if you're just tuning in, just know Corporate Chronicles is dedicated to people of color that are in corporate America. I'm giving you the tips on how to survive and thrive in the workplace, okay? Tonight's topic. What has been your experience being Black in management? I have been in operational management for over 12 years. It is something that I pride myself on. I have worked in a multitude of industries, as I've said to you all before: retail, food, banking, corporate real estate. I am even a business owner myself. But I want to share with you that this journey, it's got its good days, but it's got its bad days too. And I think that is really important to talk about, specifically being Black in management in corporate America. Because whether if you are a Black man or a Black woman, there are some things that go along with that are very, very important to bring up. I would say that in my younger years, I actually had a worse time at that point than I do now, because a lot of the people that reported to me were older. And they're like, who is this little young girl coming in here trying to tell me what to do? That was, one of my first experiences. And I mean, naturally, because of how I work and how I just love to vibe with people, I was able to really get past a lot of those hurdles in terms of, who is this little girl? I literally used to hear that. But once people saw that I knew what I was doing and I was working it, and then I'm fun. I'm a people person. I believe you are at work more than you're at home. Have fun. I'm going to have fun with my coworkers, because I see you more than I see my man, my family members, more than I'm able to go and get my hair done or do whatever it is that tickles my fancy. I'm at work. So we might as well have a good time. It wasn't until I've gotten to where I'm at now that I've experienced the most obstacles. I work in corporate real estate, and a lot of the people that I serve just so happen to look very, very different from me. In starting with the company that I'm with now, I was able to quickly come in and assess. I'm just like, these are all the things that's wrong. Let's fix it. And, I've shared in previous episodes how I was able to really make some big strides in terms of keeping the business afloat, turning it around, hitting my targets and everything. So it's been really great. Some of the things that I have had to deal with, y'all, let's break it down. It's difficult for people to accept the fact that as a Black person in corporate America, you actually know what you're talking about. Look at you. You made it. How did you get this job? The crazy part about it is that if you're Black and you're in management in corporate America, you have had to jump through hoops of fire to get there. Whereas you have someone else that, because they auntie or they uncle, or they're really wealthy over here, they've got these different things, opportunities are handed to them. You better be sure that if you have an opportunity, you are in management and you have moved up the rankings, you worked very hard to be there, okay? So when you have to come into work and you're being undermined, okay? They're constantly questioning what you do. I'm just like, if you were going to go to someone else, why didn't you just go to them first? Why did you ask me if you didn't think that I was qualified enough to get an answer? These are some of the things that I have dealt with during my time. Like, it's been, it's just been a mess, you all. A lot of days can be very frustrating, because along with or having to prove yourself. It's not even trying to. You have to work harder. You have to prove yourself. There's still always that little inkling of, do they really know what they're talking about? Are you guys sure? Are you sure about this? There will always be a question mark with the things that you do. And that's been my experience in talking to some of my other close friends and associates within business. It's been the same thing for them. This is something that is across the board. Disrespect from other races, it comes. You are going to be tried and tested as a Black person in management. I know it's been my experience. I've had plenty of people that they would have rather have gone to the person that I'm just like, no shade, but it's just like, they don't have the degrees, they don't have the experience, the expertise, they don't even have the experience, but because they look like them, they'll automatically go straight to them. They just like, we don't know what the hell she's talking about. We're going over here. And it's just like, okay, well, you're going to have to come right back because that person doesn't know what it is that I know. And they actually cannot even help you with what you need. I experienced that the most where I'm at now. I have been called, even from another Black woman, just like B words. I had an email where this guy, he called me everything but a child of God, y'all. He was upset because he hadn't been paying. And I'm just like this, I'm going to suspend your services. Because guess what? I know the policies and procedures of my company, and you haven't paid, sir. You haven't paid in months. You owe over $17,000. They have allowed you, the fool that was in there before me has allowed you to accumulate this balance. And here I am. I'm the big bad wolf because I have to come in and I'm blowing your whole operation down. You don't pay, you don't get no services. And that was one of the first times that it hurt me. He sat up there. I'm like, of all the emails that I've ever read that were just scathing emails, he cut me down to pieces. And it resonated with me. He ended up having to be my friend because I was the only one that was able to see. He was not paying his invoices because he's like, I keep getting this IT charge. I have an IT package. He had 3 different accounts with us. The account that they were charging for the internet stuff was on the other account that was actually not supposed to have that service on there. So in my analysis of looking at everything, I was immediately able to point out why he had gotten all of this. I came up with the game plan of what we needed to do to get it done. But when I tell you he tore me down in the process of me trying to figure all of that out, I read that email and that was like one of the first times I'm like, I ain't never cried over no email before. But that happened because I'm just like, here I am. He had been dealing with this. Imagine $17,000 for an office space. Months had gone by and I was able to pinpoint the one small little thing. But he said that I was dumb. I don't even understand why the hell she's here. Bring back the other girl. And she was the person that couldn't even recognize the fact that he wasn't even being invoiced properly on the right account. And it was just a simple fix. You get your credits, we move on. These are just some of the things I have to deal with. You're going to be disrespected, unfortunately, especially as you move up in the ranks. So you got to be prepared for that. What I'd like to do is, of course, offer you some tips. If you are a Black person in management, you're struggling, you're finding yourself going home most nights. If you are taking a bottle of wine to the head when you get home as a Black person in management, you need to be listening into this if you don't listen to any other part, okay? Don't be intimidated by the fact that there are not a lot of people that look like you. It's lonely. It's lonely. It's lonely being in management. It's just like the more that you move to the top, you're not going to see people that look like you. So don't let the intimidation of others, don't even let things get inside of your own head where you begin to doubt yourself or do anything that's going to make yourself, how do I break this down? Don't do anything where you are looking at yourself through the lens of the people that are against you. I'm just going to leave that there. Always, 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 as a Black person in management, act from a place of integrity. Your integrity is on the line every day that you go to work. If you do something that is Out of policy and procedure for where you work, you better believe that you are going to pay all of the consequences. I don't care if you've seen anyone else do it. Please do yourself a favor and always be honest. Ask for help if you need it. Don't just go and try to figure out something and then now you done messed up everything and you are the person that they're looking at, because the eyes are already on you. The target is already on you. So if you don't do things or you don't ask for help and you become dishonest or whatever it is that comes about from that, try to avoid that at all costs. It's not going to be good for you in the long run. This is something that's important to me. Please don't be the person trying to speak for all the Black people that you work with, okay? If you're a Black person in management, that does not mean that you can speak for your other Black constituents at the company. You can't do it, okay? Don't try to be that person. If they're trying to come to you and they're trying to get you to generalize, like, well, do you think that they'll like fried chicken? I'm gonna go there. You don't know. You're not gonna do that. You're not answering for that. We're not playing into stereotypes at work. We're not joking and hee ha ha about things as far as like within the Black community, because I can't really speak for you all, but I know that that's something I've definitely felt with. And I'm just like, well, I don't speak for them. They speak for themselves. So don't go into the workplace trying to do that as a Black person in management, okay? The biggest thing is stand tall and know that you are great. You will be questioned. Geez. There's going to be a culmination of things that's going to come your way that are not going to always be positive being a Black person in management, okay? I know that I've had my share of experiences from it, but I stand tall in knowing I don't have any problem with letting people know I am excellent at operations. This is what I do. I run this. Whatever it is that you tell yourself about what it is that you're doing in your sector of management, you stand tall on it, 10 toes down. Make sure that you are showing your best, giving your best. That's all I've got for you all tonight. I really hope that you are able to take those things in. I mean, like I said, I've worked across a multitude of industries and I've had so many different experiences, more good than bad, because I go into it with a positive experience. You can't tell me that I don't know anything if I know that I know it. I don't allow those negative things from others to get to me. If you want to undermine me, if you want to take the time to ask me something, I give you an answer and you still need to seek it elsewhere, that has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with you. So we're not taking things personally. We're acting with integrity and being the very best that we can be as a Black person in management. That's something I pride myself on, and I hope that you do too. Now, make sure that you're following our friends Solsei Co, okay? Can't forget about them, our loves. Make sure that you're liking, sharing, and commenting on this episode. I love to hear your feedback, as always. If you got a topic or anything that you want to submit, make sure that you reach out to me, okay? You can also find out more information about our services at www.thebpmediaco.com. And please be sure that you're following us on social media. It's the Blueprint Media Company. And I want to help you in any way that I can, not just in the workplace, but also outside of that. All right, y'all. Until next time.
This is Solsei.